What? I bet you anything I can make it work. What does it do? What happens? Yeah, you're just gonna have to use the modifier window. Yeah, one attack at a time, I guess, instead of full round. Or if you full round, we would have to just manually add the number, like instead of 14, it's 15, you know. I don't mind doing that. I already know that because it tells you. Well, it tells me. It doesn't tell you guys, I guess. I have to keep track anyway, so there's no real change there, honestly. I don't mind if that's something you want to bring. It's not a chore or anything. I don't mind. It should already be set because I went through everybody's thing. Yeah, 155000. Oh, weird. Oh, needed. No, no, your guys' current XP stays exactly the same. Like your XP is exactly what it's supposed to be, so no changing there. You guys should all be at 118220. You're not level 12 yet. Is that what it's supposed to be? Okay, then set it to 220000. Yeah. You guys had all your XPs like wrong earlier. Not all of you guys, like most of you. So I think like when I was setting it, I was envisioning setting this number instead of fixing whatever. No, I gave you guys the level 11 because you guys are gonna walk right into the faceless sphinx, and I can't have you guys level 10 doing that. So I had to force you guys to level up. You guys are not gonna go explore all those hexes below you when you know you should be going north. So, and once you guys go back to this camp to talk to the Maftets, you're gonna learn information, and then you're gonna pretty much just go straight to the lion. So I kind of had no choice but to do it. I don't want my players to party wipe and then get mad at me. Uh, there's been some critical critiquing moments, and it usually was my fault. I'm not shoving experience into you guys. I'm just letting you guys go places. And because you're splitting experience 5 ways when one of the players is hardly here, it sets you guys back quite a bit. And then I'm having to NPC this player a lot, so you guys aren't getting the full experience of what encounters would be like if they were there. So in the end, I feel like you're just missing out on experience that I should have been giving you. So feel like adventure paths like this that are a little sandboxy, it's better for the game master to just milestone level you up. Jeez. Hard mode. Mm, I'm only proud if you did it correctly. I can be the judge of that. What is it? Banshee Blast? Um, okay. Okay. Are we ready to play? So before we start playing, I want to have a speech. But I want your guys' level ups to be done, and I want you to be done talking about your level ups first. I guess while you guys are going over that, so um, Secret's been having some feelings, and I had a talk with Zerdurium, and he made some good points, and that I should probably just bring this up. And I know that a lot of you guys enjoy rules and metagaming and stuff like that, but I feel like there's a time for it and there's not a time for it. And the feelings that I'm having is that a lot of the times when I start presenting an encounter, you guys start metagaming right away. And it kind of ruins the role play mystery aspect of the moment, and then I just give up and start just telling you what the fuck it is because you guys are basically right about what you're saying, and then I just get irritated and I'm like, okay, I no longer want to like role play this, let's just move forward. And so what I would like for us to do from here on forward is any metagaming can be done after a knowledge check or after the encounter. And I would like you guys to approach scenes and situations in character. And if you're going to go out of character in these moments, let us know. Like, you don't have to say I'm out of character all the time, but like when we're approaching something and discovering something and you want to say something out of character, then say out of character this. Other than that, I'd like you guys to try to role play the moment. And then absolutely, like, we can talk rules all we want. I don't mind that, just not in the moment. Is that fair? Well, mostly for like exploring, it's like, oh, we're in this new location and we're gonna explore. Right. But instead, I'm getting things like, oh, I bet there's another genie over here. And I get you guys, I get that. But it's like in character, try to talk to each other in character if you guys are going to say those things, not so much out of character metagaming. You know what I'm saying? It's like try to be the personality a little more in the moment. No, I get that. That was a poor example. That's why I stopped using it. It was a terrible example. I think you guys know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then I'll try to explain better. Hmm. Right. Like I don't mind speculating. Right. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I just don't want things to be spoiled so quickly. It's like I want to build the mystery. It's like if you look at like I get it, critical role play is voice actors. I get it. But they don't sit there and talk about rules all the time. And I know that we like to talk about rules and I like to talk about rules and we could go on for hours to talk about rules, but I feel like there's like a moment to not do it and then there's plenty of moments to do it. Right, but there's also things like, oh, you see a genie. Matt says, oh, I know what these are, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes you guys will spoil what it actually is. And then there's players who are like, I don't know what that is. And then other players are like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And then, like, nobody even ran of knowledge yet. And it's like, I get that you guys want to speculate, but do you have to do it out loud? Like, once you knowledge the character, by all means, do it. But, like, some of these players don't know what these things are. And I don't know. Like, do you need to say that? Do you need to say, oh, I know what this is? Did that need to be said? So that's kind of where I'm coming from is like, do you need to see these things? No, you really don't. Um, so like maybe after a knowledge, after an encounter or after a moment, or stop and pause and say, okay, our characters are going to talk about this, or just start talking about it in character. Or if you're going to go out of character, say, okay, well, out of character, I really don't think this is a good idea, just so that I have a better like assessment of whether or not you guys are in character or out of character, and then I don't accidentally reveal too much. Because this is a lot of work that I have to work on, but I'm hoping that you guys will work with me on it. Right. Hmm. We're all guilty of it, honestly, but Awesome. Um, okay, so yeah, if you guys are leveled and ready to go, um, oh, that's the other thing. I already talked to Zerdurium about this, and he knows he's the bigger culprit about this. But like, let's not spend so much time talking about our future character while we're playing the current character. Okay. Yeah, it's just sometimes he's like, "What is this feat?" And then he starts going and looking it up, and then he's talking out loud, and we're all like stopping and listening. And oh, sure. Um, the effect would go off if a criteria didn't happen, or if a criteria happened. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see an option like that. Ooh, you ain't going nowhere, beach. Okay. But yeah, when you guys think you're ready, we can get going here. Hmm. If you don't have the staff yet, then yeah, we can go over that later. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does that go for everybody? We're good. We're good. Okay. So yeah, you. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just as long as we're not like sitting there talking about it and stuff. I wanna role play a little. Um. So you guys stabilized her. What do you want to do? All right. Let me just check everything here. Okay. You start to check out the room, and you see that. Hold on. You see an iron chest bound in brass bands with a lock shaped like a grinning Ifriti. I mean, to whiz pops, it just looks like a chest with brass bands and a lock. Nope, you could roll all the knowledges in the world and learn nothing from this. The Great Lock of the 3D World. Such a good title. Ah, yes, there is. Is that what it is? Oh. Oh, I forgot I put those things in the party sheet already. You do not think there are traps. You do not detect magic on the chest. Okay. You try the key and it opens the chest. Did I give you guys XP for this account? I think I did. Okay. The chest is open. Let's see. And inside you see a necklace with little red beads on it. You also see a set of 6 silver cups engraved with river scenes. You also see a heavy gold ring with chips of lapis lazuli in it. And the chest also holds a triangular iron bar engraved along each side with a stylized silver eye. Uh, Experts. Calling the expert. That's up to you. Nimitep, you know that the engraved cups are the set is valued at 450 gold pieces, and you know that the heavy gold ring set with the chips of lapis are worth 185 gold pieces. Okay, you guys determined that you have 15 more platinum pieces as well as 280 more platinum pieces through the treasure. And then, yes, you do detect magic on 2 of the items in the chest. Uh, the first item is a necklace of fireballs type 3. If nobody knows what that is, they're basically beads on a necklace. As a standard action, you can pull one of the beads off and throw it as if it was the fireball spell. However, each bead has a different strength. So There's a table that'll show you all of that. And the other item is the triangular iron bar. Now, this item's a little peculiar. You detect character identifies the object as a control rod containing the sentience and programmed responses for a type of automation or construct. So you think it controls a construct. Yeah, but you think it's only one particular one, not like, oh, just like, it seems like it's a remote control for a construct, so to say. All right. Well, you're not detecting any golems with your golem bean. Hmm. Yeah. If you check her stuff, the only find on her is 3 bottles of potion. Okay, those are 3 cure serious wounds. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Who? Oh. Yeah. She's gonna follow you. All right. Also, you guys found gold and stuff, so I'm gonna dish that out. There you go. Money. Money, money, money. Yeah, so are we waking her up or want to talk about what you're gonna do first? Did you tie her up? He's an oracle. He doesn't need to rest. Is she bound? Okay. So you dimension doored her? Or, I mean, extra dimensional? You anchored her, yes? Okay. She's bound then. Okay. All right. You wake her up and she looks at you, kind of upset about her situation of being, um, surrounded by you guys, let alone on the floor. She shakes her head as she looks down on the floor in her situation and she starts to stand up. You see, like, this snarl expression on her face, and it looks like she starts to defensively cast a spell. I think she's trying to cast Plane Shift. Yeah. She doesn't know she's anchored, so. All right. She starts casting it, and the spell fails, and she looks really upset. And yeah, she bleeds this round. She responds, "You said I could leave." There was no sphinxes here. You talking about them? They don't own this place. Just like you don't own this place. Just like I don't own this place. Mm-hmm. The Lady of Slaughter, Mistress of Red Linen, Mistress of Life, she who makes the mighty tremble. Hear our battle cry. Unfurl your banner beneath the sun, and we shall follow your steps into the sand to victory. Deserving. People don't deserve to be places. But you have defeated me, as well as my best friend. You said I can leave. Was. Right. She threatened you and you said you weren't going to hurt her. And she was like, I saw what you did to my friend. Well, she knows. She says she knows. Damn it. You guys turn words against me all the time, man. God damn it. Yeah. But she knows that you had taken out her friend. But yeah. Maybe she did see. Who knows? I don't care about your punish affairs. Roll a diplomacy. Let's see if you guys are getting on our good side. Or an intimidate if you're trying to intimidate her, I guess. No, you're not. She seems more willing to talk to Raz and maybe Layla than you guys. uh, okay. She says that we've been scouring the desert for treasure-laden ruins while I build an army so that we can return to the fireplane. Well, my friend wants to go there mostly. I'm kind of tired of my domain, honestly. I felt I would help her. Mm, perhaps if I wasn't outnumbered, I would have won this. Uh, probably not. Can I leave now? Can. I didn't want to challenge you to begin with. She doesn't respond. She responds, "This was only a convenient location, and I really like that statue over there for some reason. But no, if you're gonna let those bird people, you so call them, take over, I would have no desire to be here again." Well, hopefully they give you that info. So then I can go. She tries to plane shift away, and it's only been 10 minutes. Now she's mad. Rage, Hulk rage. Okay, Okay, she plane shifts away if you guys don't prevent her. Nah, actually, she's teleporting to her vault on the fire plane that has like her riches. Yeah, like if you really wanted to, you could try to figure out where the vault is and then go to the fire plane and then try to rob it. It's a little off the rails, but you could do it if you wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't really explain like why she doesn't go to her own plane, but I could come up with something. Yeah, one out and out died. There was, yeah. It is a next slot, but yeah. Curses aren't like super common, thankfully. Per bead. So you have X amount of beads, and when you use the bead, it's gone. Yeah, it uses the next slot, and it's a standard action to use a bead. Put it on my familiar when I had one. but you have to be wearing it to use it. I think you'd want your curse thing more. Yeah, it's like unfortunately the curse amulet, it's so situational, but it's like a good situational. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Noted. A sticky note on my monitor. Wizpop's AC sucks ass. So does his strength and a few other things. Target Wizpops more. There you go. That's the sticky note I'm going to put on my monitor. Make sure monsters can see invisibility. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a rough fight or two in your future. Higher levels, it's yeah. So, what are we gonna do? Okay. Okay. Well, the rod doesn't command the statue. You do see hieroglyphs on the arch in ancient Assyrian that reads Lady of Slaughter, Mistress of Red Linen, Mistress of Life, she who makes the mighty tremble, hear our cry. I'm sorry, hear our battle cry. Unfurl your banner beneath the sun, and we shall follow your steps in the sand to victory. Other than that, you're not seeing anything else. However, there are two ever burning torches illuminating the room. I guess you do see that. You're not detecting large masses of gold anywhere. In fact, you're not detecting really any. Maybe you detect like a tiny little trace of a speck that might have came in on somebody's shoe or something, you know. Bing, just a little glitter dust of gold. If only they knew you were calling them bird people. Maftets. Mhm. 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 Yep. Nothing else to be found here. So you guys return back. Okay. We're back to talking to this fellow. All right, so you guys arrive to the little encampment, and some of the children point as you guys are approaching, and they go run and tell the adults, and some of the adults come out of their tents to watch and observe. And then when you approach, the guard tells you to wait here as the other one goes to bring Arayu to you guys. And Arayu comes out of his tent, and he looks hopeful, and he says, "Oh, have you brought us good news?" I don't know. Hmm. You're here now. Sure. He says, he kind of starts to glow a little bit as he thinks, and then looks over at you guys and says, "You have indeed proven your worth. It takes strength and purpose to survive the parched dunes, and I see now that you have both. I thank you, and I will help you in your quest." His wings start to ruffle, and he leans forward to tell you a story. We lived for we lived for many generations in the shadow of the faceless sphinx, guarding the and preserving it, though never entering it. For ancient evil lingered within its crumbling walls. But several of our younger kin, led by a rash youth named Usrib, decided to explore the Sphinx. Of the dozen who ventured within, only one returned, her face white with fear. She told us that Usrib had awakened the evil within the Sphinx and that it had corrupted him and the others. Her words held truth, for before we could initiate a rescue, Usrib and his followers attacked. Many of my tribe fell under their assault, leaving us no choice but to abandon the Sphinx. And then a solemn look spreads over his face. I could say that in our weakened condition and with the children to consider, we could not expect to win the day in an attack on the Sphinx. This would be true, but it is also true that our own kin still reside within the Sphinx. Can they be saved and returned to the Pride? I do not know. I cannot imagine facing those we have raised from birth and making the decision to end their lives. You are strong, and I believe you are worthy souls. We shall direct you to the faceless Sphinx. May Sekhmet grant you power in battle, and Thoth give you the wisdom to do what is necessary. Yes. I do not know if they are still alive, but yes. Hmm? The faceless sphinx is like a temple, like a location. It's like a building. Mhm. Do not know. Right. And he's pretty confident that the evil within the sphinx is what caused this individual to behave the way they are. Something about that destination. It's just not right. Like I said before, we've never gone in it, but I have a feeling that they unleashed something great. He gives you directions. Um, where's my map? That would be good. Unfortunately, I cannot spare any of my people to assist you. We're just too few at this point. Yeah, she's with you. That's up to you guys. Yep, you learned about two locations. Not a bad idea. If there's any teleporting and chopping you guys need to do. Mhm. No, you do what you want to do. I just don't. Yeah, you do what you want to do. I just don't want to waste time on something that you can't do at the moment. That's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me mark the location for the Sphinx as well. Okay, so you guys were told that this location down here that's flagged with the blue, that was a garden of symmetry, and then there was the Saren Ray location over. Oh, none of you guys are on it? Shit. So the Saren Ray temple is over here, and this other location is that garden you're told about. That's all you know. And then he's telling you that the Sphinx is up here. Here, let's make the important location pink. It's up to you. Mm. Mm, no, never seen that before. You said what did you say it does? Oh, construct. What is that? A statue. There's like a big statue just to the north of us. It's about 15 feet tall. I don't really know why it's there. Just saw it in passing. I don't know. It was in a ravine. We didn't go down there. Mark that location as you guys also have insight. Um, yeah. Plan? Thoughts? Mm. Raz is curious now. She says, well, at least it's in the direction of our destination. So you guys are gonna do that the next morning? Oops, it's not 6 p.m. Let me do it. God damn it. Did that. Okay. It just uses a spell slot, yeah. One of the meta magic feats that I've been wanting to like use and abuse is the one where like the spell jumps to the next target. Like if they save, it'll just go to the next nearest target. I think that's a meta. No, was that just a spell? Yeah, I think it's a feat. Bouncing, yeah, bouncing. That's what's called. Right, right. Yeah, that's what I was using before. Mm-hmm. You failed, no problem. Your turn. Or I mean, you saved. Yeah. Yeah, you get like more mileage out of a spell, I guess. Mm-hmm. Darn it. Oh, well, I don't fear you guys. Actually, I do fear you guys quite a bit, don't I? Oh.
Cap out at 10 d6.
Yeah, but
Correct.
you multiply that damage after the 10d6 by 1.5.
I thought what Empower Spell did is it just multiplied the number of dice. So if it's 10, it would
Nope.
be
Multiplies
15.
the multiplies the damage.
Uh,